Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about about a controversial opinion. I forgot to pull it off the shelf. I don't know why. I'll go ahead and do that now. Controversial opinion. I actually have no idea if this has already been talked about or figured out or whatever, but I just wanted to talk about it. It's The Thing's ending. And to me, it's pretty obvious. So I basically, the other day I put this on, and I just remember people always talking about it in my family about how it's unclear as to what the ending is. But like I just said, I think the ending to this movie is actually pretty obvious. So throughout the entire, well, first let's talk about the ending. So in the end of The Thing, they blow up the entire base. And it's just MacReady and I don't remember his last name, or I don't remember the other guy's name. Unfortunate, but I can't remember. We'll just call him Davis. MacReady and Davis, and they're basically they're just hanging out outside in the cold, and MacReady hesitates when he says this, but he's like, maybe we should. Then he stops and then takes a sip of alcohol, and then Davis sits down beside him. He's like, are you suggesting that way? And then MacReady turns and says, why don't we just wait and see what happens? And so basically why I bring up the ending itself before I start talking about my conclusions, I'm also realizing that I'm in my work clothes right now. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Don't be the judge here. Just got off, so I can do that, you know. But yeah, so basically my opinion is that it's a dark ending. And here's why. So throughout the entire movie, MacReady is talking about how these things, they don't want to attack them or whatever. They just want to wait until it freezes over so that they can freeze. So that they could just freeze to death, basically. And MacReady at the end, him saying, as it's below 40 out there and there's no way they'll even make it to morning, he says, let's wait and see what happens. The person who knew this entire film that that's what they wanted to do was sleep. But it also makes you ask the question, is throughout this film, was he infected the entire time? Well, not the entire time, but I know when he got split up with, but then he put the they put the needle in the blood and it didn't react, but maybe that's because the monster already knew what to expect from inside of him, so when he did it, nothing happened, because that was the monster's plan the entire time, was to do the blood trick or whatever. So that's a theory as well. So maybe he was infected even before the Thing got to him. Because another thing you have to remember is during the Thing boss fight, the Thing doesn't actually attack him. It just roars at him and then runs away as he throws C4 into a hole that ends up exploding the whole place. So that's another thing too, is it potentially that he was also just infected that entire time, and then at the end, it's only confirmed by the fact that he was not ready to kill each other via fire, or because they didn't even seem scared, is the thing. It wasn't a fear thing. It was a, to them, it was just a, I don't know, let's just wait and see what happens. And then they laugh, drink it off, and then assumably die at the end. But I feel like Kurt Russell McReady ends up just not dying at all and just falling, just freezing to death like the monster wants. And then eventually the rescue team arrives, they pick him up. We create sequels in New York, specifically Manhattan, Times Square monster movie with Kurt Russell dying at the beginning. And then it spawns another sequel where a piece of the DNA gets into a military base. And then it spawns another sequel where it gets into space. Yeah. Lots of sequel ideas. You're welcome, but don't do it. That's just my opinion, though. I feel like he died. I mean, I know you probably, me and you both, we don't know what we're talking about here. We're just rambling on at this point. But yeah, no, my theory is that he was infected at the end, and the monster won. Because also, if you'll notice, throughout all of his other films, it seems like, or at least the ones I've seen, so I can't really be the judge. I haven't really seen a lot, to be honest, but, you know, I've seen the Halloween movies, The Thing, I've seen, what else have I seen? The Fog, They Live. There's always some sort of bad ending to those movies. Like, it's not always a completely good ending with those films. And so I feel like, oh, and I've seen Big Trouble in Little China, but I don't remember it enough to talk about it. But yeah, so I feel like, considering his filmography, it seems like that would be the ending that was in mind. But it also brings up a lot more to discuss as well, as to if he was infected for much longer than we thought, or if he was not. We just don't know from there. But yeah, so that's my theory on the ending. If you guys liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I just rambled on for like 8 minutes about The Thing. I don't know if any of that made sense, or if it all sounded like nonsense, or just random talking, saying random things. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. So I'm going to end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.